Hi everyone, we're here with Robert today from Trinity, and he is a Trinity ambassador. So we're going to have a quick chat about, I suppose, his experience, tips he can give us, things he didn't know, and things that he would like you to know as going back as a mature student. So welcome, Robert. Thanks for taking the time to come down and see us today. And could you tell us maybe about how you started back in education or your background?
Well, so I grew up in a Roma community, and in my community, no one has really cared about education. I probably started hearing word university when I was about 16 years old, when my non-Roma friends started discussing where they're going to study. And when they decided to pursue education, I decided to leave my country because I also needed a change. And I lived in England, Scotland, and Wales.
Wow.
And in 2015, I moved to Ireland. And then because I went here to some bad friendships and relationships. So I saved some money and I needed to break away. So I went away for 3 months to Brazil. But then when I came back, I felt I got out this traveling thing out of my system, and I felt I needed something else. And I thought, okay, I decided to go to study. And then I just went on Google and typed in free courses in Dublin. And I bumped in on the CY level 4 course. Was the first link. And I bumped in on that and I applied for it. And I haven't really attended school properly in the past. When I went for the interview, I was so nervous and I was so anxious. And they asked me to write something on a piece of text in English, like not answer some questions. My hands were shaking, I was all shaking. And yeah, and when I looked at the building from outside, I thought, oh, this is going to be tragic. I thought it was going to be horrible. I'm just going to go in, spend one day and leave and never come back. But as it turned out, there was one of our tutors, Susan Nolan. And as soon as I sit down on the desk, she caught the attention of the whole class and she encouraged and inspired all the students. And then she told us about TAP foundation course. And
that's the Trinity Access Program. And
yes.
So it's a great one to get to know straight away.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I felt like, oh, I really want this. And that I was waiting this kind of opportunity for quite a while. And then, yeah, and at that time, I also had this doubt, thinking, okay, so how I'm going to handle this? Because I think one of the things that really nobody tells us to students that, your friend circle will get smaller and that it's going to be tough with the finances and that you need to get more organized and that you're going to be really, really, really tired. So there was a lot of doubt if I can actually go and study in foundation course, which is kind of like a pre-university year. With only 1 year course under my belt. I was when I went to the interview, I was interviewed by 3 people, and it was really, really, really scary. So yeah, that's how I got it.
Yeah, and then the foundation course will probably give you that, to help with the confidence, to help with the planning. You mentioned having a good calendar earlier on in one of our chats is so important for mature students.
Yes, I think having a calendar, it's sometimes as you go through your all assignment work and doing all the work, and sometimes there are some important days that you don't want to miss, especially when it's related to college, whether that would be days of your assignments or whether that would be some meetings with the mature student society, which I think other mature students don't really know, and they are concerned about the age difference, and they don't really hear from before. When the TAP ambassadors, they give the presentations and they talk about the things that they can do in the college, but they don't mention that there is a mature student society where the mature students can go and meet other mature students. And you went to the couple of meetings, and then you already know somebody. Then you can go to the butchery after we eat lunch, and you can see sometimes in the corner some of the mature students that you think, so you always find someone to talk to.
That link, that connection,
yes,
that support.
Exactly, and there are not only young students over there. So I think that's what mature students tend to have in their mind, that if I'm going to go, I will be the only one. But it's not like that.
And every college has one of these mature student associations that you should find out about.
Yes, that's for sure. Also, I think the biggest thing for me is to getting organized with the food. And I bought myself a chest freezer.
Yes.
So for example, when I get my salary,
yes,
I go into the shop and I buy some frozen veg, some frozen meat. Sometimes I even make my own. I make my own meatballs, or I make some meat patties. So I can take it out of the freezer, just throw it in a pan with some grain and with some boiled veg. just I also realizing that you cannot be that much picky with the food because you spend a lot of your time being in college or in work.
Yeah, so preparing your food, getting your calendars ready, like I do the same with chest freezer, I do the batch cooking, I do the yellow stickers in the supermarket. And some of our students are recommending the air fryers even this year now, they're saying they're very good and saving money too.
I do have air fryer actually.
Are you a fan like our
I am
students?
a fan. I feel like, well, so if I come back and I can throw something in oven, for example, and even if I'm not throwing a pizza in oven and I want to be like to eat a bit more, so I can go in and put some fries in the air fryer or fish fingers or
Yeah.
chicken goujons.
Yeah.
Also, what I think would advise is the George Foreman is the contact grill where you can make sandwiches, even if you're in a rush in the morning. Sometimes what I do, I would buy the whole chicken.
Oh.
I cook it in oven, and then I can use the same chicken to make a soup, to use for sandwiches, to make for salad, and it saves so much money.
And that's all our part of our, we doubt ourselves as mature students, we work ourselves in the ground, but we need to do self-care. So that self-care is the food that we talked about, but also our exercise. So you're into the exercise because you have had a burnout at one stage.
Yes, I had burnout at one stage, and now I'm feeling more recovered from my burnout. But it just at the time, like it feels like you always have so much to do things in college, and you know what? The things that you can learn is endless. Like there's so much knowledge, and you cannot know it all. So first thing that you have to do, you have to put yourself first, and exercising is important. You don't have to go and lift always the heavy weights and stuff like that. Just go and do cardio for 30 minutes.
A walk,
even a walk.
a walk and talk, even better with a mature student. Yeah.
Or with the music or something.
Something relaxed.
So, something to relax yourself. I find what thing now is really helping me. I bought one of those acupressure mats. Yeah, so you lay down on it for 20 minutes and it really helps to release anxiety and stress. Like my mind feels so much clearer after that.
And I like the fact that you do the yoga to slow the mind down. Because we can be so busy, like studying, and you do some part-time work too, which you've managed to navigate that system. So it can be done if you have the right.
Yes, and just to think what every mature student should keep in mind that if you have the responsibilities, like taking care of the household and then going into work and then going into college, that first year of doing that is going to be really stressful because you're still finding your place into it and trying to find a balance, which task and when is the best for you to do them, like so it still feel like a smooth. So of course in the first year every student mature student will come across some of the failures, but the best thing to do is just to learn from it and not to beat yourself up that it didn't work out.
We do the beating up stuff, but I think I love it. If we do fail something, how do we get back up? We can continually learn stuff, but build it all in as a learning experience. Don't give up even though it's going to be stressful. The time does fly.
And for sure, at least one afternoon or one evening a day, if you can allow yourself the whole day where you do nothing.
Yes, very important.
Where you do nothing at all, where there's no on your mind, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this. Fine if you need to go to the shop or wherever, but it cannot be anything major.
That's the good calendar coming back again, get yourself organized, and I think that will play in. I think that I never used to do the day on my own, but I think now since I've started another course, I think it's very important.
And for some students, what might help, so I did I had a section with the student learning and development in Trinity College, which they have a healthcare service which is free, student counseling services. And also learning development units and writing resource center. So in a writing resource center, they help you with the essays and assignment. In a math free room, they're gonna help you with your math. And you can have and student mentoring program is where you can meet with other students who already have a student experience and they can tell you things about
what
college.
They've learned.
Yes, and
the pitfall.
Yes, exactly, the pitfall. Yeah.
And the Learn Support Centre, did they look at like, I'd say I like to learn in the evening where some people like to learn in the morning, or I'm actually more of a visual, I like looking at videos. So is that what they work at in the Learn Support Centre, or what would they?
Yeah, they help you to develop your studying technique that works better for you.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's where, when you're in at the very start, can be stressful, but do make them links with the Learn Support, with the library staff. you know, all them
sooner
there to help
you-
you.
The better. But the one thing is what is great about the foundation course is just like, it's the university level, so there is a lot of stuff in the foundation course and on the campus in
Mhm.
Trinity. And it's all the stuff, mostly focus, a lot of focus goes on the students that are over there. So any questions that you have, you don't need to think much, just go to them and they're gonna give you an answer. And then when you go into a degree study,
Mhm.
where all the students coming, others much, who's going for the direct mature student entries, or they're coming after their leaving cert
Mhm.
and through CEO, they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know so many things, like, and you're going into your first year from the foundation course, you know what everything is, you know who to ask for
Yeah.
help.
You're
and
hitting the ground running, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, so all you know where all the buildings are, you know where the
Mhm.
lectures going on. So you know where the lunch place is, you know where the mature student society room is. You don't need to find out these things, so then it's your focus is just going to the lectures and going to the library, because you already have some habits that are based by being in the college.
And like some of our learners, they want to rush, but that 1 year preparation, whether it's in the access course or the college certification, gives you that time to build them skills.
Yes, like I came from PQI level 4 to PQI level 6, and I'm really happy that I did 2 courses. It just gave me more confidence and made my skills better. I think because I could have, as a mature student, I could have gone to the direct entry route and apply for the course. But I can tell you I probably would have failed my first year if I didn't go to the foundation course.
They want a mature student, but they want you to be prepared, is the key, isn't it?
Yes.
Like you have to have your computer skills, you have to have your writing skills, but I think that was good that you went from the level 4 into the level 6 and.
So there is one thing that I used, it's called the typing club, and they teach you touch typing,
Very good.
and it's kind of like a game. Like,
Yeah.
they teach you where all the fingers go, and then you kind of play with the game. I did it for 2 weeks, and now I can typing without looking at my keyboard, which is very
And
important.
only 2 weeks.
Yes,
Wow.
and for students who are interested in math, there is a website called Symbol Lab, and they have math for algebra, and they have all the rules. And if you don't understand the rules for the equation,
Mhm.
you can type in the equation and they solve that equation for you.
You can look down there.
Yes, and they show you step by step
Yeah.
and which tool they used it. I
Ah.
think it's brilliant. It's
Yeah.
helping me
Yeah,
right
and I
now.
think that it's that different types of learning, not just the lecture, it's the meeting the mature students, it's meeting the videos online.
Yes.
Sometimes we need different ways of learning too.
Yes, and sometimes you get some information from other students, and you think, oh, maybe that would work for me.
Mm.
Like, and some ideas do work, and some ideas don't work.
And we were talking about the Microsoft products, that for maybe supports for people who have dyslexia, that there's very good
Yes.
products we can use.
Yes, and it's also that in Trinity they have for students with some kind of like learning disabilities, you get an extra time in your exams, and I don't know much about it, but if anyone needs, they can contact anyone in Trinity. They can contact the disability service.
Yeah.
They just can Google it, and they can tell them what kind of service.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, it is amazing.
So if you were to give, like, what's your best bit of advice for a mature student going back?
Probably just don't doubt yourself.
Mhm.
I think that would be my best advice. Yeah, it's just that, because we can kill ourselves and say that we cannot do it. There is one man that said, like, if you get to fight for your limitation, we get to keep them.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Robert, today. I hope this information helps. And he is a student ambassador. You'll probably see him around some of the open days around. But feel free to contact the guidance service if you need some assistance. I will always help point towards Trinity. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.